Ready for another lesson, my dear? Good, because today I have something very important in mind. Now, I know normally I have you simply wander around my place and find something that catches your eye, and then I'll teach you about it, but today I thought, instead of that, perhaps we could learn in a more practical way. Yep, today we're going to be talking about potions. Now, I know, potions. The word itself is steeped in fantasy magic. Let me try to explain. You know how when you were a baby and you got sick, your parents gave you this gross red or pink or purple liquid in a little tiny cup, and you started feeling better a little while later. It felt like magic. Like, what was in that? How did it magically make me feel better? Well, now you look back and you see, oh, it was just cough syrup. And you know that that works because of the acetaminophen and whatever other active ingredients are in those cough suppressants, antihistamines, and it makes sense to you. You don't question it anymore. It's not magic anymore. But you're a baby witch now. Things that are eventually going to be commonplace to you and be just sort of run-of-the-mill are going to sound more magical for now, and that's part of the learning process. I know when I say potion, you probably think of video games or Harry Potter, but the potions that I'm prepared to teach you are much more practical. They're much more akin to medicine than they are true magic. Yes, truly. I don't plan on teaching you anything so far out of the realm of reality, you know. Everything I teach you will have some sort of backing, and this is no exception. It'll make more sense once we actually get into it. Here, I'm gonna teach you how to do it yourself. I can tell you've been a little stressed lately. What is it? Work, school, relationships? Whatever the case, you can't hide your stress from me. You carry it, pretty plainly. But we're gonna learn how to make a simple stress relief potion. I know, I still see the look on your face, like what the fuck are they talking about, but seriously. Alright. Grab that little mug I have prepared for you, and let's get started. Alright. The first step is going to be boiling some water. Yep, just plain water. It doesn't have to be fancy. It could be the water you draw from your very home. We're going to leave that to boil while you gather the rest of the ingredients for me. Last time you were here, we explored my herb garden. Do you remember where I showed you the dried collection was? Good. Fetch about a handful of the dried chamomile, and while you're over there, pluck maybe 4 or 5 petals off of one of my lavenders. Don't worry, you won't hurt them. They'll simply grow back stronger than ever. Good. Now, the water still has a moment, so while it comes to a boil, you recall my gemstone collection, don't you? Good. Go and fetch me one of the yellow tiger's eye and one of the aquamarine. You know which ones those are, don't you? Yep, those are the ones. Go ahead and place those in your mug for me. And while we still wait on the water, I want you to hold the mug focus on the gemstones, and just feel. Focus on your stress, focus on its origins, focus on letting go. Just close your eyes and think. Water's boiling by now, so if you would, go ahead and toss in that dried chamomile. Now, what I want you to do, take this here and stir the tea. I want you to initially stir it counterclockwise. While you do that, I want you to think about reducing the stress in your life, letting go of it, getting rid of it, shedding it like a dead weight. A few more times. Good. Now I want you to stir clockwise while you think about increasing your happiness, your joys, your relaxation. Focus with intention on increasing those things as you stir. Good. It's all stirred up, the tea is brewing nicely. Now, go ahead and toss in those lavender petals that you brought. Perfect. Just let them steep for a while. Let the lavender infuse itself nicely. Yes, you can keep stirring if you want to. Just remember the ways I taught you. Counterclockwise to reduce stress, clockwise to increase the good. Perfect. Now, set that off the heat. Good. Now, remove the gems from your mug. You can just hand them back to me, that's fine. Good. Now, go ahead and pour yourself a nice big mug full. Congratulations. You have just brewed your very first potion. Yes, really. I know, it's chamomile tea and lavender, but it's chamomile tea with lavender that you have brewed with intent. You've infused it with your thoughts, you've infused it with your energy, and you are very conscientious. And most importantly, you infused it with your desire to reduce stress and increase relaxation. Yes, that matters, truly. What you've done here is created a potion. In fact, one of the most reliable stress-relieving potions you'll ever find. I know, it's just tea, but I told you things would seem much more mundane once you had actually learned about them, didn't I? The chamomile and the lavender will act on your body. The intentions you infused it with will act on your mind, and together, they will help you. You'll start to feel some of that stress, a light off your shoulders. You'll start to realize maybe I can relax a little more, even if just for tonight. So, go ahead, drink up, and enjoy the fact that you have just created your first successful potion as a witch. I'm proud of you.